Ever wondered how to join Shaxi as a rider? Well, the process is as easy as pie, and today you'll learn all about it. First things first, you'll need to get the Shaxi app. A quick visit to your phone's application store, whether the App Store or Google Play, will do the trick. Search for Shaxi, download it, and you're off to a good start. Now that you've got the app, it's time to sign up. You'll be prompted to provide some necessary information. The most important part of this step is verifying your phone number. This is a security measure put in place to ensure a safe experience for everyone using Shaxi. You'll receive a text message with a code, input it, and voila, your number is verified. Next, you're going to set up your passenger profile. This is where you can add a profile picture, input your name, and other details. It's all about making the ride experience as personalized and comfortable as possible. You can now search for rides at your convenience. Whether you're heading to work, school, or just about anywhere, Shaxi is ready to get you there. The next step is to request the ride. You'll need to confirm the details of your trip, including the destination and pickup point. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy your journey. Sit back, relax, and let Shaxi take you where you need to go. To cap it all off, after enjoying your ride, why not share your great experience? Tag at Shazigana on social media and let the world know about your fantastic journey with Shaxi. So there you have it. Joining Shaxi as a rider is as simple as downloading the app, signing up, verifying your phone number, setting up your profile, searching for rides, requesting and confirming your ride, and then enjoying the journey. It's a quick and straightforward process designed to make your life easier. With Shaxi, the world is at your fingertips. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Well, some people call it Throwback Thursday, but here on Sammy Flex TV, we are living in the moment, talking about everything that is happening in our showbiz industry and more. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily comes your way every evening here on Sammy Flex TV. We don't want you to miss it because here it is a plethora of ideas, knowledge, information, and more from people who are active, movers and shakers of the industry. And today, 4-man agenda right here on the show. Extreme left, Long John is back. The people's man. The people's man. They always want Long John to come and fire people like that. Gather people, they jump on Selima Mamudiana Musu. Of course, Long John is a journalist, he's a blogger, radio producer, and a pundit here as well. And following him is Intimdo de Solomon, who is in the middle. Intimdo de Solomon is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And Intimdo Su Digital Boss is also here. And my immediate left, Roland Amate. Roland Amate is also with Roland Report, Shaxi, Shatta Movement Empire, and ShowbizChannelJ.com. My name is Sammy Flex, with my team of producers, Theophilus Digosh, Buju Lens, and Sam Tuga. With you, we form a caucus. There is a story revolving around our industry, and it's about the person who is going to work as the team lead for our creative arts ministry. After a little bit of politicking, campaigning, agending, and all those things, one name has come up, and the name is a tried and tested minister. He has been a deputy, so I can say minister. That is Abla Jifa Gomashi. Honorable. As it stands now. Her name was mentioned by some people within the space. At least, I heard a Saliman mention it. I heard a George Quay mention it. And maybe some few people. It means that the agenda of those people have been signed by the president-elect, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. Now, I'm just asking a general question that, looking at the fact that we know her before, she has been there before, do we think this will satisfy many in the industry? Or come what may, people will still have issues with her because maybe they had other choices. So apart from Jifa Gomashi, other names came up, though they did not get any strong push like Jifa Gomashi got. Some names came up. Baba Sadek was mentioned there. Rexema was mentioned there. In fact, a few couple of people. In fact, at the point, people have been calling for people like John DeMello and Debbie Bright and all those people to be there. But the name has come officially. Abla Jifa Gomashi. Joy News has written about her already. As a joy for the Nyamimo agenda. Yeah, as a multimedia for the person here, as a Nyamimo agenda. Multimedia, Mokikamayo, Mokikamayo, it was
Tungum.
a bit me about a shabu. So Joy FM or Major Line Rights, Abla Jifa Gomashi, nominated as Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. And a portion of the story reads, the Member of Parliament for K2 South constituency, Abla Jifa Gomashi, has been appointed as Minister Designate for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. This appointment was made by President John Dramani Mahama on Thursday, January 16, 2025. Abla Jifa Gomashi is a renowned actress, film producer, script writer, and a revered politician. She served as the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts in the National Democratic Congress during their tenure between 2013 and 2017, when John Mahama first created the ministry. Currently, she is the Member of Parliament for the NDC in the K2 South constituency and also a Queen Mother in the Aflao traditional area. And the story goes ahead with some of her credentials, some of her portfolio, and more. The other day, when we met as a team like this, we discussed whether we want people who have real knowledge about the showbiz space to lead the sector. Finally, Abla Jifa Gomashi is one person like that. She is a real showbiz person. Should this satisfy us or still? She's still Anye. Joe, you can start this for me.
Yeah, this is an interesting one, but I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I think she stands tall among the people who were vying for the position.
Okay.
And the reason is that she's a minister.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she's an MP.
MP, Member of Parliament,
yes,
yeah.
Yes. And being a member of parliament, you will stand a better chance. Because even according to our constitution, at least half of the ministers should come from parliament.
Parliament, yes.
Yes. And based on that, she will be in a better position to get the appointment. The point is, if you appoint somebody outside parliament to head your minister for creative arts, you will be losing getting somebody who you think is competent by is not part of the parliament to occupy a position like Minister of Finance or Minister of Education. Based on that, there are certain positions that the country and even the people in charge would deem so important that they have to get, even if somebody is outside. So they will not waste the chances of getting somebody from outside for such position for ministry like Ministry of Creative Arts and Culture.
Okay.
So based on that, if they think somebody is competent and that person is in parliament vying for the same position, obviously that person will stand a better chance. Unless the person coming from outside parliament will be such strong that they will have no choice than to give it to such a person. Okay. So for me, Baba Sadiq, for instance, if he had won his seat, he would have stand a better chance. Because as a member of parliament, they will obviously consider him for such a position. So I think at this point, she was on top of the list based on the people that we tipped could win such a position. Rex Omar, for instance, he's not in parliament. He's just a politician and a sympathizer of NDC. So
and also a musician.
So I think Jifa Gomashi, honorable, was a better candidate in terms of her position as MP and other stuff. And again, she has been in that position before. So in terms of experience, you put her ahead of the others. She has been a deputy minister of creative arts before. So if now she's upgrading to the substantive minister, I mean, it's nothing new like that. And she has experience to also run such a position. So for me, I think she had a better or rich CV, as people will say, and again, some people love him love her in the industry.
I trust that.
Yes,
I
think
that.
Based on the lobbying or the campaigning or everything was going for her. And after her name came out, I've not seen any strong opposition against her. It's like, oh, okay, I think she deserves it, or we can try.
No opposition.
Like I don't see anything coming her way in terms of that. So for me, I think so far so good. Let's see what she can do. I mean, it's in the interest of the industry and even Ghana that our sector will thrive. So if we have somebody with such a rich CV and we think that she can handle the position, why not? Let's see what she can do. Yeah.
Has someone been appointed and disqualified before? I've been asking myself that question since.
Yeah, it has happened before, but it was more technical than the people rejecting the person.
It's very rare.
Because I always want to look at, okay, can someone get this appointment and go and be disqualified?
This is what can happen.
Especially if they...
No, has it happened before?
No.
Yes, technically. Like they were using the...
Because I remember this woman. Let me ask. I remember this woman. This your Kaswa MP.
How
if I'm doing her betting,
okay, this is
was going to be given the
what
position.
Goes on there. I mean, first of all, after doing the vetting, the people in charge, the committee, will give their recommendation.
Yeah.
If their recommendation is conflicting, or if they are not agreeing whether the person should go or not, then they take it to Parliament for them to vote on it, and mostly the majority will be the one to vote
behind the person.
All the majority people mostly will behind the person that the president who belongs to them has appointed. Yes. So when it goes to voting, then they will vote for the person and the person will go through. But sometimes the committee will just agree that, okay, let's allow the person to go. So based on what the committee will do, it will then go into voting. A few times that somebody was disqualified or they didn't give the person the chance was the fact that the person had dual citizenship and it came up in the committee vetting. So it was more like, okay, we will suspend this, go and investigate before we will affirm you or deny you access. And during that time, sometimes the president can say, okay, there's no need for us to stretch this, so I'm appointing new person for the position. Yes, but until the people who are in charge, like in this case, until the NDC people says that majority, we don't want this person, there's no way that the person will be disqualified.
Okay, so the person who had the dual citizenship, what was the final?
I think later they replaced him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so we wish Abla Jifa Nkomashi well. So what it means is that automatically she's there.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thanks, Chamo. Let me go to Long John. Long John, are you also satisfied with this appointment?
Given the autobiography she has so far, I think she's the best to handle something like this.
Okay.
Out of the lot, even though there are capable minds and hands in there. But I feel the president went with someone the grassroots will love. Because because if you look at grassroots, he's more concerned about it. If you look at the way when they put someone on a bill safe, then there's a response, then quickly they take the person off. Then it means that's basically it. They want to make sure they stay in power. So this is one person I feel the president was doing it not only for himself, but also for the grassroots. And it was one day, because even prior to this position, we saw how videos were circulating of people already putting out names that shouldn't qualify. They can pick anybody, but those names shouldn't be in there. So something like that, you can see, I think so far since the name dropped, there hasn't been any moments. Nobody saying anything. And I think everybody's even expectant, because you mentioned two names, Saliman, a bit controversial, appending a signature for someone like this, and then also George Quay, a reverend senior in the game who understands, also recommended her. So I think it's a step in the right direction. Looking at her background, someone who was a deputy minister. When they started the whole creative art ministry, she was a deputy minister. So I believe she is more or less playing the role of the second John Mahama in the creative space.
Okay.
Because she was once there with a lower capacity. Experienced whatever that went on there, saw the lapses, their strengths, and now she has a better position as the leader of that team. I believe she should, her performance in this current regime should outnumber any other minister in the creative art space. Because given she has won, not only been in the Ghanaian space of entertainment like creative art, she's also in an international body, ECOWAS body, that are part of a committee that are trying to get back the African artifacts from the Europeans. So with her rich and her skilled mindset in the field, I believe this position should push her to do more than we expect, because you have the experience from time past. You now have the power to also now do things from your own perspective, because you've seen you were a servant before, now you are the leader. So I believe she's capable of running events there.
Well, thanks to Long John. Moving on to Roland Amate, his opinion as well on the appointment of Ablaji Fagomashi.
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, because when you look at, even in terms of who has an upper hand, she had so many things going well for her in the competition or in the race. The fact that she has experience in that same area. She's also been a creative. This is somebody that has served in a similar administration. And she
comes with some level.
She's in parliament, and compared to her competitors, the fact that she's in parliament alone gives her about 50% edge over them. Aside the qualification, aside the experience and all of that, so it is not so surprising. But as to whether she would face opposition, of course, currently she would not face any form of opposition. The only thing is her going through vetting, which is a mere formality, her going through vetting and now taking up the appointment to work. I think the opposition will just come from maybe a little after 2 years. In the second year, that is when the real opposition would come, because let's not be fooled. The people that were also vying for the same position will come and now be giving their own remarks. And we know, in terms of ministerial positions, a year or two or so, if your performance is not up to task, they can replace you. So that is when the opposition...
The hit you go chop.
Exactly. So right now, nobody will bring any opposition. The people that she was even competing with will come and congratulate her and all of that. It is there. But the real opposition will come from the second year into the third year. That is when somebody to say, you chop some more, let me also come and chop some. Yes, those people will come.
Chop.
Those people will come and say, you chop small, let me also come and chop will come. Those people who will say, okay, I think you did not do A, B, C, D right, and I can do better. So they should all replace me, they should replace you with me, will also come. And she will also get opposition from the real opposition party. Those people too will come. Where even if you go and bring God to come and watch Kwame Nkrumah Museum, to come and visit all the tourist sites in this country, they will still not be happy with you. They will say, why did God come? He did not wear our native clothes. Yes, that one too will be there. So now the opposition there, she will not get it. The only thing we are praying is for her to do more than what any of the ministers have done in the past, and an improvement of our creative art sector. So, like, currently there are so many things she's supposed to do. I say that, or I agree with the people who say that if you are talking about an administration that do not have time on their hands, it is this particular administration, because there have been lots of mess, lots of things that have gone wrong, some of the things that have been pending, even per their last administration. The last office they took, some of the things they started have been pending. So when the president came and changed even the name of the ministry, for me, I'm like, The name has not changed.
Yeah, I don't see it.
The name has not Ministry of Creative Arts, Ministry of Creative Arts and Culture, and this one Ministry of Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture, and this one has come Ministry of Tourism Ministry, Culture and Creative Arts. Yeah, you tune in there, we share in Sunday, you tune in Sunday, and say Jubilee House, the Flagstaff House. So the most important thing is the job, and for me, I just want to. So far, in terms of even controversy, Honorable Jifa Gomashi is not one that is known, even when you want to compare her to her competitors, like Resoma, Baba Sadiq, and all of that. So at least it will help her a bit. It will help her a bit. I am more
some clean sheet.
I am more concerned about the sub-committees and agencies that she is going to head. Mostly those people are the problem, not the ministry itself. So sub-committees, agencies, no. No problem, no. Because unfortunately, those agencies also come with their own form of agenda.
Yeah.
And almost okay, we want these people. You want these people, and now there will be so much conflict that the minister will not do anything again because they wouldn't want to please any of the parties. Until now, then a year will elapse, then we will not see any form of development. So for me, I wish that we know she's a very strong woman, and the space that she is occupying there. This is the substantive. Your friend is saying post Nankasa. So we don't want any conversation of now I was the deputy and I didn't have any say. Now there is no deputy. So whatever thing that there is to say, you have the authority to say it. Whatever push that there is, you have the authority to push. She has a lot of tasks on her head because she's now serving double, unlike other members of parliament. This is somebody that owes her first allegiance to her constituents and now to another sector. So this is a double kind of hurdle for her. We wish her well, and we wish that she will be able to put measures in place. At least she cannot satisfy everybody. That one there is a must. But at least she should be able to do something that when she's out of office, we can pinpoint certain things to say that, in her reign, we got A, B, C, D, and we are proud of it.
Well, I think in my active years as a showbiz person, she will be about the fourth or third person occupying that position. Catherine Afeku.
My mother.
Elizabeth Ofosua-Jare has been there before. I hear Elizabeth Ofosua-Jare is going to the agriculture ministry as well. So, yeah, it looks like when the ladies or the women get to that position, they perform creditably well.
Award.
Oh, my home man mum jomu ye yo.
Oh, sure.
Ajapano. But so far, I think the women have some good days.
I want you to mention.
Remember, is it
Katrina Afeku
who brought this award?
The Independence Square.
No, the Afrima. That time she was able to sign some deal. You see that thing we lost with the Grammys Africa.
Yeah.
If it had been a woman, they would have gotten it.
Because she would have merged with the one Denta.
But we lost a lot of money.
A lot of money too. With that deal.
Others also benefited. You lose some. You win some.
Good for us.
But we should also understand she's also a queen mother.
And then the empire
of Aflao community. So yeah, so it's going to be a threat tag of war again on her. So if she can't bear, she should understand this creative space. We critique a lot. So if she can't, we beg her.
No, she's not new to that. But her own people will give it to her.
She knows.
Now there is a story that I have been seeing for the past days. And anytime I come across the story, I ask myself, okay, is this the standard now? Sammy Flex, what is the story? Let me tell you. At Swedru, where there is a Swedru Senior High School, Swesco. A young man, a student, as a matter of fact, or a young boy, however you want me to put it, found someone's money in a purse on campus. And out of good training from home, he decided to take the money, the purse. He did not keep the money on him and throw the purse away. He took it to the school administration. And when the school administration saw the good act and the good deed of the young man, they actually called for an assembly. Everybody come. Good news. Have you all seen this boy? Yes, madam. This boy has done the unthinkable ever in the school of Swedru Secondary School. He found someone's purse with huge amount. Huge amount of money, and he brought it. And we want everybody to see it and emulate the act. When we thought that was all, the information hit social media, and hey, now the boy is a superstar. The boy is a superstar.
Oh yeah.
Donations upon donations.
Oh yeah.
People are just sending money. Oh, I heard he was giving 30 Ghana cedis. 20. Oh, I heard it was 30.
20.
But
20.
30.
I hear 20. I hear 20. 30 million.
Okay, so it was 20 cedis.
Thank you from the school.
No.
But for the assembly.
But the money was 200
So how
cedis.
much do you think?
200 cedis, 200 cedis, and I think 11 cedis coins.
So how much do you think to him based on that?
How?
200.
Out of that, what I am seeing on social media is just mind-busting. I hear there is a teachers association. They've gone to the school, presented gift items to the young man, and they've even promised to give him scholarship for his next education.
Some people have even promised him job after school.
I know one politician online. He wrote that he wants to support the boy or something. No, contact went to the school headmistress. He has also sent 10,000 to the
politicians. I'm not surprised, but
of course.
No, the others there.
He has also sent 10,000 to the guy, and it has become the standard. What is so special about this? Is it because now we think society is so dead that someone returning a 200 Ghana cedis is like a World Cup, a Ballon d'Or? Therefore, the person should be given these kind of accolades. Well, some of the videos have been compiled for you to watch. Watch it, and I'll go back to my people and ask, are they also surprised? Should they do more? Are they overdoing? Or this is the standard now? Society is so corrupt, so evil that who's cannot acquire? Why you watch it? I'll be back.
At the Participants Credit Union, we are donating a cash of 1,000 Ghana cedis and a hamper as of provisions for him. And on top of this, we are saying that if he is 18 years, as soon as he writes his last paper on campus, he should come to our office. He has a job with us. If he is not to, when he turns 18, we should come there with just an endorsement from the headmistress of the school, and we start the job with him. Of course, as we have already said, we are going to have serious discussion, and perhaps as he is on the job, we may look at scholarship or other package for him. Thank you.
Anyways, let me start this with you. I don't know if you've come across some of these videos, and what do you think about it based on the questions I'm asking?
Honestly, my first take will be the school nearly disgraced Ghana Education Service. Yes, the school nearly disgraced Ghana Education. I mean, 20 cedis for a thank you and a whole assembly. Why didn't you do it in your office?
No, she said she wanted to do it in the office, but she, after looking at the whole act, she said...
You see, you do something that will take a toll on the student and not to make them feel like, we're here 20 cedis. You see, they are kids. They learn from experience, not by talk. And as soon as I'm giving away, a far.
A cop.
20 cities now, the man no. And the man who said, next time you see me, who are seeing the CD, me fan come. Now I want 20 cities, now me 200 cities. Ah, madam pa. Then start to say me.
Osaje hag, who hag your head. Or the hag.
So you think that 20 cities were discussed?
No. To students, no. They should have done something harder. And I thank God for social media. I think social media was what blew the whole thing up and then got the recognition the guy deserves. And based on that, I think what has happened from externals will now force students to do the right thing. And these are things our media and people like, that's why I always respect people like Sammy Flex. Not every media house will highlight very important things like this. But they are very key and very responsible conversation we should intentionally have to help the youth understand that it's not always about trying to find the short means. Of course, he saw the money, he could have spent it. 200 cities is sky. Offer and be a
student there, 200 cities.
Hard. Yeah, comparing from Kibo Gari to 200 cities, distance from.
Osanzu was ready.
What I say,
I feel we should dine in my.
Masa, good. No for we do an embra, now we 200 cities. So I think it is a very good call that, and I really appreciate every single person that made conscious effort to actually reach out to the school and make those excellent donation. I wouldn't lie to you. That is mind blowing. Some of the amounts mentioned, even to the extent that someone saying, but I hope say promises now political promises. Yes, so that one day go happen, but I hope say most of them too also give out so that the student can be witnesses to it and then attest to the fact that if you do good, you don't do for yourself. Everybody around you feel benefit, because right now in the not only the boy but the school, the students who are there. Oh, you're bonini class is there. Let me
ask this: is it really a big deal like that?
It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. You see, that's one thing about social media. This in a case, see without cameras and car, ain't a big deal. But these are the things people are looking out for. These are the content a lot of people, if you get things like this, post them. A lot of negativity are on social media. It's about time when you get positive things that will uplift people, make people know that no, the society we are living in, and this how it make it change. People are doing better things to improve the way our society looks like. We should put it out there. Because I do we can social media, I'm not sure I can do. And we like to downplay little efforts. That was why I wanted to bash the headmistress or whoever was responsible for that. Because they saw it as way 200 cities. You see, when you said that he was like 200 cities and compare him home, 20 cities. It shouldn't be like that.
A money tight.
10%.
And the money belongs to another student.
Yes, another student. You see, but if you have the means, which I know the school has the means, 20 cities isn't a money. School 20 cities.
So what he means is that they are not to take the money from the 200 cities.
No. They're not supposed to.
I think the headmistress gave him the money out of her own pockets, not from the 200 cities.
20 cities.
That's what he means, that the
headmistress
could have done better.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
From her own pocket.
From her own pocket, she could have done. And you think if she did better, maybe you ever to say, Anka, or yes, something better. If this one they come, wherever, where's the student, they can infinitely himself, headmistress also GB fashion. What are the 20? What is that?
It's like 10,000 nursing.
But if you would have done something like maybe 500, and now you are the trend in here. Because I'm the one that's kind of winning. And come back to the oh,
it's still grab back.
20 cities. That's right.
10,000 about
a headmistress no answer it.
10,000.
Have you heard of anything called handling charges before? Go ask the politicians. Handling charges.
But basically what I'm trying to say is
human you levy.
Headmistress or the school has now gotten a very good light. It has not also it has not also gone for only the school, but also for our public institutions. It shows that our students have very good reputation when it comes to missing items. It's not as painted maybe in other African countries. Charlie, I know I'm laughing, but I wouldn't fall for it. It's not like other African countries. You can put something there and then to get missing. It shows very well. This shows very well. Ghanaian students, when they see your money, they are so kind and they will give it back to the right authorities to get it back to you.
Clap for yourself.
And these are things we should encourage as media platforms. Thank you very much.
Well, Jamo, come through and let me listen to what you say.
Yeah, I think in principle, I think it's not a big deal.
Okay.
That is,
it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. That is, we have a lot of people who will do something similar.
Okay.
A lot of people.
Even way bigger.
Yes, and we will have also a good number of people who will not return this. It's so bottom group. It's who
So
based on that, like, if you want to highlight the positive, why not? That's why I'm saying in principle it's not a big deal. But we have two groups. We have people who will not return it, and in fact they will even steal it from you. And we have people who will return it. And if he's part of those who will return it, why not? Let's highlight it and tell people that sometimes it's good to also do good to people or be kind. So if he is doing that, we have to highlight that yes, the people who will return something like this, we have someone here like that, and I think we should commend him for his actions. So just based on that, I would say why not? They should highlight him. But in principle, I know a lot of people who will do the same. In fact, I remember I lost my phone in a car, and a student in the car picked it. Later, she gave it to her headmaster. They called me, and then I went to the school for my phone.
Wow.
It's not now. I think 2011, 2012, thereabouts. Okay. It's been a while now. But yes, there are people like that. Just that we mostly hear of those who are stealing, those who will not return.
Those who are doing bad.
Yes. So if there's an opportunity to highlight those who are doing good, there's nothing wrong with that. And based on that, I would say yes, this is a big deal. We should praise him for what he has done, and if anybody at all wants to support him in one way or the other, why not? But I know there are some people who also take advantage of it and come and take fans. And those people, they are in there. Also the fans, as if they are the one going to help and say that yes, this is a good thing. But on no crown, if you are quite corrupt, this kind of baby, and all those things. Yeah, because people want to see something like this. Say, now you are on the moral high grounds. You are the one encouraging people who are doing good. Meanwhile, when it comes out like this, we will see both sides, and I'm happy that we are highlighting the positive. Yes, and it is good. I mean, for me, I think it's impressive that it is coming out like that, and it's somebody's content as well. The person who did it. These are the kinds of videos that he's been doing.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's not out of what he would normally do. So for me, I think this is a good thing, and we should praise him for it. And those who are highlighting it, why not? It's a good thing. Yeah.
Well, to the young man, congratulations to him. I'm sure today the way there will be camera on him. If we see him misbehaving again,
to keep him in check.
Well, Ro, come through to regard to this man. Come through.
Do you know one thing that is interesting about this story currently?
No.
It's the fact that now everywhere he goes, he's holding the said purse and the 200 Ghana cedis.
Wow. Why the purse has not been given to the owner?
I am brand, you know.
Wow.
Brand, you know now what they call it. Most of the footages and pictures that I've seen when people were doing the donations, bringing stuff, food items and all, now he poses with the purse and the 200 Ghana cedis. Now, the headmistress, she's very dramatic. The coins, no. Coins, not the person. Now it is the coins. 11 cities. One for back. Mommy. Oh, the drama there was big. It was big. Well, for me, I'm not surprised that this thing will go viral on social media. You know, in recent times, yes, these things are happening. No, there are still good people in society. Yes. There are still good people in society.
Bad people are making all of us.
Charlie. There are still good people in society who are doing even way bigger things than that. But unfortunately, sometimes the one that we see on social media are the other side of it. We see them so much that now even when we see some of these things cry, it becomes news. Normally, in a typical normal Ghanaian society, and can we ensure that get big deals out? But because of social media and the kind of content people are feeding us with lately, this thing has become so far away from us that now people even think, okay, now it is not even worth it to do good again. Because we'll be everybody and everybody is there. Everybody is just there. We'll be almost everybody in our sort of who be an energy. Nothing spoil. You understand? So when we see some of these things, I believe it is also very important that we find a way to highlight them so that at least Obisube will say, oh, BBC woho. And after the 20, yes, he returned 200 cedis, but now is receiving more than the 200 cedis.
And I'm sure the returnees have the regret.
And now there's even a girl, you know, the story, he found the purse and consulted a colleague, a girl. And a girl also encouraged him, they say, oh, let's go and report it. Let's go and report it. So the girl was also giving, I think, 10 cedis at the assembly grounds. It is so it's 130 free bad. It's 130 free bad. That's a people who are there in your 20. Oh, moral support. So now the girl too has become part of the conversation. But the long and short is that we will commend the guy. And we hope that so many people will emulate from this.
Right.
This is not the only good thing that people are doing in society. Some are doing way bigger. Some, the fact that you even show gratitude to something that has been done for you is equally big like what the guy has done. Because we'll be one more here, just a thank you, Keke, to also go and bless someone. The person may need a thank you, a form of gratitude from you to know, say, okay, whatever I did, it landed in a good spot and I would have to do it more so that others can also benefit. So, me, I'll commend the guy. Headmistress in the man in feel long, John. 20 Ghana cedis out of 200 cedis. And it is from her own pocket. From her own purse that was not missing.
Secondary school headmaster.
Headmistress. Nisi guy said, Swedro. Swedro, no more 20. When she gave the money to the guy, and I have, you see, I wanted to do this privately, but I said no. I have to reward you so that everybody will see. That is why I called all of you here. So take this as a form of reward. You understand?
I think maybe this can even push for this promotion set for the headmistress.
The headmistress.
Promotion. This is the highest form of promotion. Highest form of promotion secondary school. You had the school that day, the education ministry. I do co-ministry. That was school, they are the highest form of promotion. Also, the apple.
Well, congratulations to the young guy. If society is really looking for some of these things, then why not? Let's see more people doing it. Because the responses that I am seeing online alone is a testament that this is what society wants. So let's see how best we can project this for many people to emulate such characters. Now, there are some stories that I would want us to look at. I was watching an interview of, is it Fajo? I think Fajo, yeah. In USA, and he said that when it comes to artists, they are one of the most ungrateful creatures in the world. In fact, he was asked whether he was still nature talent again. He said, he said he's an artist himself. But he said, I'll never do this again. And he said, oh, why? He said, artist, forget. Even if you put your head down for them to die for you, the next day you can say, you died just once for me, you should have died twice. So he was never going to. But I saw a video of Amerado looking at the level he's got into, and in the video he was giving praises to Shatta and Sarkodie for helping him to come up. He was talking about Sarkodie featuring him on the Bibiba project, and Shatta also helping him on the Hotel Las Vegas project. And I said, oh, not all of them are ungrateful like that. After all, Amerado, he's gotten somewhere in the music industry now. Still, he's showing some level of appreciation. Well, I don't know if that is also going to be enough for my people here, or if that is just to say it is easier than maybe if they are looking for him to do something really in deeds more than just in words. Let's say that. Let's watch it, and I'll come back and ask my people whether Amerado has proven otherwise or not. Then after, there is one story that I would want us to look at. It wasn't part of our lineup, but because we are here, I want to get opinion. Though later, I'll be talking to someone on that, and I know Roland is also interested. A clash of event date in London, Stonebwoy versus Alodia Promotions, West Coast, and Akwaba UK. I'll pick your views on it. Initially, we were to talk about Shatta and the Arama Awards, but I think that one.
And then Amrado's.
And I Rocky Dauni. Amerado didn't ever.
No, I was winning to count.
I was there.
I was in.
I said, we said,
I never did that. That was what he was doing actually.
Let me show.
Okay.
Let me show the
Let's watch this.
When my manager was running through the script, I feel like maybe it went through. They didn't see it, but I feel like Bibiba is one of the platforms that gave me audience. And shouts to Shatta too for 100 Las Vegas, and them to put me on a peace song with ISM and a whole lot of artists. But Bibiba did the magics. At some point, that's when I moved on to drop my first known song where I wasn't known. It was called Mempe. You get it? So I will say I'll put respect on the name Sarkodie anytime that I have the chance.
So obviously you are proud.
Yes,
and
please.
You will always be grateful to
Yes,
Sarkodie.
please. And then all the people who put me on, Reggie Stone, Ochame Kwame, everybody.
Anyways, welcome back, and that was Amerado, and I want to, from where I sit, I'm seeing, okay, there's someone is showing gratitude, there's someone showing gratitude, so I wish still to keep that tag. Or this is not the real thing we would want to see.
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetekwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tetekwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
Oh, gratitude there is a must. Like I said not long ago, somebody is looking for you to say I'm grateful or a big thank you so that they may want to do it again and again. Yes, some people do certain kind of these and they just do and let go. But others also need this kind of motivation to continue. And that is it. And that is it. So for me, I'm not surprised. Rather, I would commend Amerado. Because, Charlie, we hear artists are ungrateful. One are ungrateful. We hear them every day.
And you know that sometimes artists even find it hard or difficult to mention those who help them out.
Of course.
Many people struggle to mention
Of course.
Yeah.
So when you find some of these people, you have to commend them as well. Because in a space where they be a cassette, when you see more of something, and even if it is not good, it becomes almost a norm. As I say that me kind, as obi aye boni. Obi a omo mo ye nam ho
bomba.
She nyom.
Bomba.
Nti oso won say normal.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, anka enye no awo.
Enye normal sa.
Nkenye normal sa o. You understand? First, I say ABCD ade. First no, nanka uti le chire uti ba ko kra hu ne heyin. Ba sisi ano. Ati we obi ti meja me ABCD na me ye ne 9 na me ye ne corner me ye nti me ye ne 9. You understand? And it is becoming almost normal.
Right.
So for me, I will commend Amerado because she a ding in a space where, and you see, they be a say artist one say, "Oh, rise could do baby." It comes with some form of ego. One here, that ego will blind you. That ego will blind you to a certain level that even people that you are supposed to give their flowers to, one here, one yes, sir. That is why sa family interview on Kojo Sheldon when Kojo wanted to poke him to say certain things now. Odoji to say, oh, Shatta, let's change ne why now or one.
I
admire them and it motivates me. Or share silver with diamonds. Me share silver after na me menya silver share. Me nyanka diamonds also. Inti me who I am fair. I want to do it. You see, so many people would not say some of these things. Because when him say, well, do baby, I will do no. Also, on a form of your friend is saying acceptance or what. Also, what can you when you fame kakra? Or kasa man 40. It didn't know the mouth fan. Exactly. Won't me challenge. In that sense, when you see people like that who come, there's been so many instances. Shatta comes on live and he will tell you the people who helped him at certain points. He meets.
He's been mentioning Tiny.
He meets
all the time.
Exactly. He meets people always talk about the BlackBerry that Tiny bought for him. On the Owaka Onyumu, he says it in interviews. Talk about how Tiny fed him. How so many people like he meets people that others may not regard, and he will literally want to lie down for them, kneel for them. You may see him to be or do on him and that time. And American, you can rise to a certain level, and it will definitely come with some form of ego. So one year, that ego will blind you, and you may not even see the need for you to honor certain people. So if Amerado is saying some of these things, well, I didn't be a one who be a secondary, but on top of the list and that particular statement, I am happy he is giving whom honor is due, and I know some of these things will also go back, or like it will come back again, and this time he will be in that seat. So since he is given respect now, he will receive respect in the future. Name what to bomba. Kabe who say certain coffee mo labor be nam from her bug gidi. Ne trouser than a two. Also ban also honoma. No so to be about honum. That is how it would have been. But big ups to Amerado.
Well, Chemo, take over from there. Let me get your opinion on what Amerado did.
I think it's a good thing, but I will still say that yes, it's not so strange. But the thing is that if we are only seeing the bad side of things, it's also good that we highlight or talk about the good side. So Amerado in this case is, highlighting the good side of some of the musicians who are also appreciative, or who appreciate what some people did for them when they were coming up. It's really difficult sometimes when you hear the label ungrateful. For me, I feel some way when I hear that someone is saying that artists are ungrateful. And my reason is that those who are calling them ungrateful sometimes also demand more than they deserve.
Okay.
And if you can't provide, then they will call you ungrateful. They will tag you that you are ungrateful. Meanwhile, they are demanding more than they deserve. And all in the name that I've helped you before. So no matter what, you have to help me. To do it, then they will tag you that you are ungrateful. So anytime I hear that word ungrateful, when they are using that against artists or tagging artists as ungrateful, I hesitate a bit to say that it's true.
To join.
Because I want to see what you are asking for, or the circumstances that you are using to call somebody ungrateful.
Okay.
Especially in our space. They have made that word lost all the value that it has. Artists are ungrateful. I'm losing the value. I'm losing the value.
I said dollar this is no.
So and I will be see on your video man the girlfriend.
Artist right.
Oh, in fact, what the person told you that okay, I'll do it for you. The time that you requested, and then you came back and he said that, oh, I'm not in a good mood. In fact, he has given you a reason. I'm not in a good mood, so forgive me, I can't do it now. And then you came here to say that when you're serious, so I say why is it in this anchor why you be a man than he's ungrateful. Disregarding his condition or the time that guy is in, telling you that please, based on my condition or the time that I'm in, I can't do it for you. So when they say ungrateful, me, I hesitate a bit. But it is good that without any provocation, if I can use that word, somebody will praise you that, oh, you did this for me and I'm thankful. That is a good thing. And we have to highlight it. So I think Amerado at this time, he has done well for praising people that helped him when he was coming up. Because yes, as you said, he has also come far. He also has some
level of following.
Following and all this.
And every artist who has gotten to a certain level says that I did it.
Yes, it's not
me and my fans.
So for him to mention me, for him to mention me and giving big ups and all those things, I think he has done well, and we have to highlight it.
Well, let me go on to Long John finally on this one. Then we'll come to one very last story before we leave here. Long John, come through.
So when we talk about appreciation from our artists, I think in as much as he has played a very nice PR for our artists, we also play a devil's advocate. I feel
is there a devil there in the first place?
Yeah, there's a devil. This conversation. You see, this industry. One thing I'll be very honest with is our artists are very ungrateful. If you like saying that is the slogan, it's the truth. It has nothing to do with me. Me, I always say this. I'm not coming through. We have the OGs in the game. I can mention a few names. You see, when you sit them down, if you want to be very balanced, let me use this example. Look at our industry players. People that, especially presenters and industry pundit or whatever, that have been there since days gone by. And look at those in the same field but doing politics. Look at their way of life. And look at those who are into entertainment, their way of life. Artists will blow pepper, and now even to reach the artists have a problem. If the truth says sometimes, the magnitude of some of the help our people need can be crazy. Yes, that one but ultimately, most artists, an artist is able to tell you that on every month be I was a Sanderson. like and say flex. Every man be on Sanderson. You understand? And this is someone who literally was chasing you all around. Quite recently, I was here and then I saw Uncle Sammy tell one artist he's going to shoot a music video with his equipment for the artist for free. Given that, or granted the artist blow in the next 3 to 4 years. Don't be shocked. Uncle can call this artist. Oh, come, let's have a discussion. Oh, Uncle, I'm sure I'm scared of my tight pound.
Oh, yes, that.
Too much.
Black they don't see the one they all of their wapao. And you see, these are not conversations. I'm trying to say that, like, where are Wakano? Ankatamo Yamuano. Oh, God, Demi. We are not saying don't come. We are not saying you don't be busy or scared or no man jade and nebrow. But we have way of speaking. But you see these artists, they wouldn't give you a nice way. Yes, I will say, baby, I said, oh, you're crossing me. What is that? That's what they'll tell you. Oh, baby, I was in traffic and I want to bar Jimmy the way he made the crap. But when we were coming, today, for instance, we were here. An artist came here without the permission of landlord himself. It is, yes, we understand you are chasing your goal. You want to do it every means possible. But you ask yourself, again, look at me and look, I always use Nigeria, our sister country, Nigerians, as an example. Whiskey will blow and look for a way of finding Banky W to honor him. If not to honor himself, or international platforms or body media houses will enter Nigeria, international media houses will enter Nigerian landscape, and they are looking for Banky W to interview him. How did you do it? How did you get this guy? Only one financially, but just that mention has gotten him that recognition for other top platforms to come in, also have him on their platform. But when they review, or even to mention your name, some artists, or someone is able to go on a radio station and say, I don't know, or Bonnie Panidi or Money Hype. An artist is able to go on a radio. Oh, man, you're more than coming high. No, it's some of the statement. That is the ungratefulness. No. So, we'll be doing our money hype now. Yeah. And you said, I remember, I do. Yes, I know a beef in this. It
depends on what contest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know a beef in this. But sometimes, even when they are discussing, industry people will be say, hey, I see me born now, or like, I requested for something. What? Open radio so the body didn't cry and I'm a man hype. Oh, body pana about there, what can I yes or sano? What kind tea? Oh, body there, money hype. This be why sometimes and look, when you look at it this topic is very delicate. When you look at it one of the industries a lot of investors don't keep long inside is the creative arts. And it's because of one reason, this same reason, ungratefulness. I'm telling you, so you shouldn't just make it slide, say, oh, it can be said, why busy? Why busy say why? There be no here money if you want to just want me here money if you don't understand. But some of these people they make you feel like we know you, we understand your busy schedule. The way you even speak, oh, you know what? I go try find time. I could just reschedule. Then we could talk. And the crowd cool in the panel. And now, Charlie, you know what? I will call you. I will drive right now. I will call you. And no. What kind of insult are you? Just watch any panel there. And the person too, the reason why the person called you was because of you say why you be a order. And Meswa Swama or not so here be from chain. The way you put it. You didn't understand. So me, like I said, the ungratefulness, the artist never will change be brave. And the slightest thing you go do with them, or maybe you from ano. You don't, but it shouldn't be so because people know wow. Time I know here 20 cities. Or wait time I here 20 cities. But look at how Shatta always mention tiny in his statement. And these are some of the things we should look at. Obi wow, your bonuses and class still money be. You don't understand because no matter what you do, someone at that time you couldn't get it ordinarily. Or caso or charge artists at Satan no to mean to what I say, into what me yama of you imagine into you so and you see it's about time our artists to learn how to show gratitude not just by word of mouth. Nyamishra will say ma yena nyefe. Udu media team about now what of V8 be a nice guy be our better bonting. Sammy flex. I do well yama me. You see it will empower more people to help upcoming people.
Yes.
What I say?
For sure.
But most times, what we see in our media landscape, we don't say, artists, contract me can also on investors and talk about so you know, and all this is, or we hear some qua, even though there are times they pay their money and stuff. Sometimes even the way you treat them when you leave, boss, you know, and they're Christmas with the Jewy. Even though you left without being happy, but now you have your freedom. You can still go and give. But the way you made them struggle into forgetting say when you started that label, your 1 CD didn't go in anything you were doing. More music and home. How they were able to mobilize things for things to work and you to get that first hit. Now you wasn't. You understand? So this is one thing I want artists to understand. This ungratefulness, it is serious. And nyame bua on it becomes some no baby cast their house. And yes she will fear. And yes she will fear. And we just design it in the pots. In that we force to be so nanti. The time that you for me and come so but your mom need. So something like this, no, you just for coming support somebody. You understand? And yes, I will for phone and I will come to the radio station. I industry maybe say on antenna. If you have the means, support the person. See the way Shatta do. On no, I don't want to say one and our casa. Anyway, you do take sort you out. That be how we for move. That the boy home. Basically, that's my take.
I see. You said he had something to say about Amerado's awards.
Aha, see
I want to listen to what you have to say.
So you see this award scheme and things. I think it's about time VGMA draws a line between events, performing event, and performing events.
What are you saying? Performing event and performing event.
Yes, I like that.
Every event is a performance.
Thank you very much for the word so sweet. Now, if you are to say that, then TGMA, or formerly VGMA, should accept the event ground is going to be a shower event ground. Sorry to use that word, but yes.
Oh, you can use it. Yeah,
a shower event grounds.
Yes, still.
Thank you. I'll break it down. Now, if we have an award scheme where artists are going to be putting events that didn't make any impactful social acceptance in our space, and the person asks it, I think to me, it's a bit of a problem. Hold on, I'm coming. Fine. That is to you. Okay. Let me give a typical example.
Give another one.
Amerado.
Then give me a time to.
Yes, reply. Yeah. Thank you. Amerado put in a list of events, naming ceremony, wedding events. Bosu, if you are to give permission for something like this to continue, I'm not saying naming ceremony and this thing shouldn't be allowed. But I believe or I feel when we want to place prestige on our scheme, we should put a cut across, like a sign, like something that like how even though we call event say but in due line we are in fan count. What do I mean? For instance, naming ceremony, if it wasn't the talk of town and I say a social acceptance it shouldn't be part of the conversation. Because I'm not fancy Gadam. What do you have not the region? If he's supposed to add his list, do you think some of our artists can be able to compete? But then again, when you ask yourself, when we add this list, how look at the prestige of TGMA. Now, Ode Kuala Lumpur village class performance we are the shape. Nobody heard the fit. But because you want to perform there, you have fan count. It even reduces the esteem of the. I'm looking at the prestige of the awards.
Point well made, Long John. Now I get it.
Because I'm coming, and even you said this artist, what's his name? The other commercial artist, no.
Rafada.
Also, or the then
account. Me say wakobo si confusion.
So imagine Rafada too want to file for nomination.
On the account.
On the account.
Now I don't know account.
But see confusion a popular person.
Yes, social impact. It's something like
it's your account and money part.
Wait. You see, me, I wish that when you see some of this, you don't say much. Now you are saying see confusion. The funeral and the count.
No,
wait. Do you know the caliber of people Amerado played for them for their name?
I'm not. Thank you very much for the word so sweet. I'm not against him playing that show. What I am saying is, we didn't have that social media bar that.
Oh, please.
That will qualify for.
Yes, because we're talking about an award scheme. We hold in high esteem.
Point well made. Now, that's what I also want to add.
Imagine. Hold on. Did you know that our scheme plays a key role in recommending artists to the BET? Did you know that?
Not
Yeah, I
officially.
think not officially.
Yes, thank you very much. Not officially, but you are aware. Now, if you have a conversation like that, and now BET,
Draw for the camera, please.
thank you very much for the conversation. BET now enquires, but what is you guys your yardstick for picking these your artists, and then maybe Amerado is our artist of the year. And what are some of the events? And the singing ceremony, God, God. We are not saying he is wrong to perform, but the award scheme, the prestige it carries.
Okay.
This is an award scheme that gives an award with money.
It's okay. Let me say what I want to say.
Okay.
As it stands, there is no way TGMA has said that when it comes to their considerations on who wins what or who gets nominated for what, it's about every appearance that you have made.
Yeah.
They all have their category definition already.
Sure.
They have whatever they look at before they will say that whichever activity you did in the year under review, we are going to look at this, that for you to know that you can qualify or not. To the artist, he's just telling you how busy he was.
Yeah.
He's just telling you that, oh, in the year under review, I even washed my wife's car. In the year under review, I did that. So he's not saying that out of the fact that he performed at the naming ceremony, give him an award or give him a nomination. He's telling you what he did in the year under review.
And I'm saying there should be a yardstick for it. Because if we are to accept everything, nobody has thank you. Hold on. We were here when the first edition of Cape Central Cape Coast Awards today was trending. What was it? Why was it trending? Because of the outfit of some of the patrons that went there. Am I lying?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Why was that outfit trending? Say it now. Eh? The year that we are in our share. And the fee. It's easier to allow it. Money women. Why are people mocking them? Because we are talking about an award scheme. There should be a cutoff point.
No. That's what I'm saying.
That is what I'm saying. The committee can come up with something. There's a committee.
They don't even need that. What Amerado has done, they don't need it. They are not going to use it. And it's not the artist's way of telling you that this is what I did in the year under review. So nobody can bring any cutoff point because they are not even saying, let us know the event you played. They are not asking. If they had asked what event you played, now they would say, okay, we are looking at this type or this kind of event. That they are not asking for it.
Whether paid events or events that accommodated this number of people.
I did this, Keke, and allow Amerado. Don't push him to move them.
That is Ghana Events Awards spend a bit to me side categorization.
He should add it.
Okay, let's do this finally. Our time is up. On social media, we've been seeing this, and I checked on Caleb Boy. And he's deleted one of the posts. And when he deletes such a post, you know the trouble.
Fire.
So on 8th March in London, 2 events from Ghanaian artists will be happening. What we know is that Stonebwoy posted his flyer first for the Up and Running tour in London, which was supposed to happen at the O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire in London on 8th March. Then later, we also saw one from 3 promoters putting their energies together. Alodia Promotions, Aquaba UK, and West Coast. And they also playing Independence in London on 8th March. And on their bill, they have R2Bs. They have Kinipaluta. They have Only the Boy. And I bet you this show will have many more. In fact, there could even be some surprise artists in the coming days. As it stands, reliable information I have is that there is a big conflict.
Same auditorium.
Big conflict. Oh, no, not same auditorium.
Same venue, sorry.
No. Same venue. Not
Indigo.
Different venue where
the first one, which is Stonebwoy show, you know the Indigos, they have different
auditoriums.
Yeah. Like different halls.
O2, they have.
Yes, so like what Stonebwoy is going to do, the place called O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire. O2 Shepherd Bush Empire.
It's like National Theatre and Conference Center.
And this one is called Indigo O2.
O2, where Medical played his show.
Indigo O2. So they are different venues.
Different venue. Conference Center, National Theatre.
Exactly. As it stands, there is an argument on this. Reliable information tells me that Team Stonebwoy thinks that they are being sabotaged because they put out their date first, and this team also comes out with their date. They are not happy about it. I have more information about this so much. Other information I have even suggests that one of the promoters for the 3 main shows, one of them contacted Stonebwoy earlier and said, "Oh, Stone, I hear you're about to even have an event. We also planning an event. We even want to know your availability that we could even do with you
so that
for
you
the
can
independence
also
thing."
stay on
Then Stone said, "Okay, I'll make somebody call you." In fact, the promoter tells me, that even hurts him more. That, Stonebwoy, who again can you make call me? That would make sense than me talking to you. So this promoter I know speaks to almost all the top boys. He never even, okay, no problem. He even agreed. Okay, he said somebody will call me. That's fine. Let the person call me. The person never called. Now, they also have a history of doing this independence show for years, so like a decade and more. Now, the date, unfortunately, and their thing is always, it's either 8, 9, 7, it's around that time. Because they always want it to be around
close
the
to the
independence day. I've been part of some of these events. It has been 6, 7, 8, 9, like that time now, because first weekend now, and one of the independence, I was that dating him. Unfortunately, it clashes. There is an issue. How do we solve this? Time has so, but I will be on for 2 minutes.
For me, I think I will repeat what I said the other time.
Okay.
I mean, this is a business decision. People should take it.
Someone $70 of our own.
So they should,
now I feel getting more.
And I think it's more emotional than the business decision.
In fact, I hear, as it stands now, one even wants to cancel the show and go and join the other guys. One wants to join to go and cancel the other guys. But it looks like I'm just.
Yeah, so I think it's more like a business decision here. Yes, I mean the show is happening at different venues. If you think you have what it takes to pull the crowd, do your thing. I mean, why should it be that if you are doing a show, nobody should do a show? If somebody also tries to do his own thing, then you say that the person is sabotaging you. I mean, when you are not doing it at the same venue, just that you are doing it on the same day, that's the only thing. And you are now crying that somebody, no, I think it doesn't work like that. If you work harder, and I've said this before, in this industry, it's a winner takes all. If you can get the people who can put the crowd to your side, you do it. It's an indirect competition here. I mean, some of them, they release album songs the same day. Why are they not saying that the other?
But Nigerian artists will never do this.
The other group. It shouldn't be like that. When it comes to events and the way that it runs, the people who are in charge or the organizers are doing business. They are not just doing it to entertain people like that, the way maybe we want to see it. So if they think that doing it at a particular time will help them to make business sense or to get their money, they will not compromise. And for me, I think since it is a competition, you go with your instincts. Since it's business, you go with your instincts and your business analytics. If you think that this is the time for me to do it, go ahead and do it. If you think that somebody coming on board like that or somebody doing his thing at the same time will hurt you, you stop it. Why do you want to go and waste money and call it a sabotage or whatever? So whoever is in charge, who the other side who are thinking that no, if you do this, you are going to lose. I think the best for them is to just postpone it or even stop it. It will help them to just call somebody out and then go and lose your money like that.
All right, bro, we are close in 2 minutes.
For me, you know, I have interest in this much from all angles because this also connects to, or this is events we are talking about. So when it happens that way, I have high interest. And for me, some of my interest even goes down to the parties involved. And here, I'll be blunt and mention Team Stonebwoy. You know, I've seen some comments from some affiliations or some of the people who are affiliated to them, and the crying of sabotage and everything. I mean, when you look at the conversation from their side, you realize it is more of emotional than technical.
Okay.
And it brings my mind back to the stadium conflict when they had with Shatta movement and the NSC and all of that. I mean, when the experts were supposed to point out the technicalities in this whole conversation, of course, because like Chamo said, it was a winner takes all, and whoever has the power to pull whatever strings they want to have, they can pull. Because of that, they would not even mind the technicalities involved. Because at the end of the day, it is business for you and it is business for me. And it is a winner takes all decision. But when we were talking about what they are talking about today, the we were making noise. Now, even this one self is more funny than the other one. And that is what actually takes my interest in this conversation. Now, the two need there. I've said it. I said it before and I'll say it again. One will suffer. One will suffer big time.
I see.
One will suffer big time. And here, the people that would want to compromise, I know now the conversation has moved from business. As it stands,
sure.
The conversation has moved from business. If one will compromise, it will be of emotions and based on maybe morals. Now the conversation has moved from business, because if it were to be business, I'm not sure we will be having this conversation in the first place.
Okay.
Nenti Davido, and now the everyone say, South Nigeria for small boys, ruga money wine. And also an investor. And all any event on the same day at a different auditorium. You go and tell him that you are also chasing the same African community, so he should postpone. For the who and the why. For the who and the what. They will not mind you, self, unless they see that business-wise. That is when they would want to compromise. Yeah, so many people are crying of sabotage and all of that. Me, and I will even be surprised if Team Alodia, West Coast, and Akwaba will come and tell us that we contacted them and they did not do this, they did not do that. Bosu, whether they came back, they revert, or they didn't, you've been doing your event maybe today. And whatever it is, I tell people the event calendar is not for one person. December, don't you see the type of events that happen one day? Sometimes you wish you can even divide yourself into 4 or 5 and go for all the events. The day Medical was doing his show, do you know the number of events that were happening on the same day? You have no idea. And everybody has their own audience. Unless you want to tell me that the people that are going to buy these tickets, you now want to go and do door-to-door campaign and get them. That one day or there. But then, for whatever it is, I will still maintain one will suffer. Time is running out. From now till March day, you might think you have 1 month.
So,
I cut 2 weeks. I cut 2 weeks per, because we enter February per no and the case closed. Artist book in terms of flight booking and everything has started. And it is that time that you have to do it. So the conversation is now, whoever would have to compromise should start thinking now. Ego is eating some people up. Folding will not mean you are weak. Folding will not mean you are weak. But try, and see how you can capitalize business from folding. Now folding. Now bet me the leverage. And they are discount or honor. Folding na for discount.
Long John, 2 minutes. Our time is up.
This is a very interesting conversation. Even skip me safe. I think this conversation, I had it somewhere, I think on Metro TV or something.
Yeah.
This kind of, you see, this discussion, me, my best advice one person, there should be a gentleman's agreement. Because there's one thing. You see, this is not like...
Gentleman's agreement by who?
By both parties. I wouldn't call out anyone to do any gentleman's agreement. But they are mature. Is that?
For the party who is
no,
if
I don't. The thing is, I'm
winning.
trying to play Dr. UN because yes, I'm a person bed time be and I'm a pro be.
Okay.
So they are mature enough to know who is supposed to move to who.
Okay.
You understand? Because I believe if we have people like Alodia who have been in the game for years and control the turf, organize an event, and you should collide with them, it will be a huge problem. You understand? Yeah. These are people, as they are like the chiefs of those kind of communities. You understand? And this is not like our homeland. And it will be a big good for anybody to compare a Ghanaian or a local event to this foreign event. Because the people we are looking out for are not the same people. The target audience are not the same. That is why it will only take a tactical artist to understand this type of conversation. Tactical artists like Shatta who knows when to play what music. Okay. You understand? Because in that jurisdiction, what works here doesn't work there. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. What the way fans move here is not the way they move there. No. In that jurisdiction, they go where they are safe, where they know the organizers and trust them. You understand? Alodia and his group have made a good name for themselves with their events over the years. Anybody who does an event and there's an Alodia, the probability you can have at least 1 year, 50% good show is high. With regards to numbers, safety, because he has the groundsmen on there, like to do make it. Yes. You understand? And I don't know for the other camp, which is Stonebwoy, but I believe they've also been doing events. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. I believe they've also been doing events. And if they understand how these international shows go by, they'll understand that it's not, you can't compare it to a Ghanaian event. And if there should be a show within the same jurisdiction, targeting the same audience, when we know we are still trying to push our Ghanaian music out there, and we don't want disgrace for anybody. Okay. I think it's only right somebody makes a move. Because when we look at
money.
If they believe they can make money, that's fine. But it's not even about the making money. I'm not sure they even want to do the event to make money. But I have my reasons. Okay. If you really want to do an event like that to make money, that event self on that day is wrong. Why? On that same day with a Ghanaian event. Because that's also, and you see, it makes sense with Alodia's event because we are in the Independence Month. Yeah, okay. So people will vibe more with that than this.
So Alodia and his team, the Akwaba UK and others, you think that they will win the day? I'm
not saying they will win, but I'm saying I leave that to the hands of viewers. Because you know what? I wouldn't want someone, we are here today discussing, today is when January. In March, I wouldn't want somebody to be a laughing stock on social media. It has been enough. Thank you.
Blue for
thank you. But we don't want it to happen to any top artist. We want to see Ghana music fly high. Okay. You understand? Sure. So if there can be a gentleman agreement, and we are Ghanaians, of course, to understand each other isn't a problem, especially if we are in a foreign land. You understand? So this shouldn't be a problem. Someone should just get seated around the table, get things done, and see how they can make this work, rather than causing a general disgrace or this thing to a brand. Because trust me, if it should happen, and one brand is not able to get the numbers, self promote a friend of you. Yeah, you should also consider that. No promoter will be able to book you. Because you alone you couldn't do it.
Okay.
For sure.
I have a detailed convo with someone who is based in London coming up. You guys should watch for that. Watch out for that one. It will be happening very, very soon. On this note, let me say thanks to you guys for being a part of the show, and congratulations to Shatta as well, getting nominations in the Aromas. And I'll be giving some official information on there. Relax and wait for some more. My name is Sammy Flex. I did this with Roland Amate, and Tim Dodo Solomon, also called Chamo, Long John the blogger, and to Theophilus Digos, Buju Lens, as well as Tuga. We'll meet again in our next video. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.